Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To my panel, Encik Afiq and Encik Irman, I am Muhamad Falah Aiman bin Khairil Azhar wants to present about my bachelor degree project entitled Effect of Conveyor Angle and Speed for River Trash Collecting System. So, as we know, water pollution become worse each and every day. So, in order to clean the water, river trash collecting boat is used as one of the treatment for river cleaning method. So, most of the trash collecting boat use conveyor system. My problem statement here is, there is no specific angle and speed of the conveyor that used by river trash collecting boat. So, my objective of study is to study the effect of conveyor angle and speed on the efficiency for collecting floating trash. Next is to determine the specific angle and speed of the conveyor system in order to increase the efficiency of the system. And the last one is to design a conveyor system for river trash collecting. So my scope cover studying the effect of conveyor speed and angle for river trash collecting system, and then creating a conveyor that is effective for collecting floating river trash, and then the specific size of the trash, and collect trash only from the surface of the river, and then the weight of the trash. So for the literature review, river water pollution is serious issue in Malaysia. It affects flora and fauna, human health and also the environment. It also brings negative effect on water resource sustainability. So, there is many current technology of river trash collecting method, such as water wish body catamaran, the trash wheel, the mud trash cat and the famous interceptor. Most of the river trash collecting boat use conveyor. Conveyor is mechanical component assemblies that allow men to transport object with minimal effort. It consists of frame that support the roller, wheel or belt from one destination to another. It usually powered by a motor, gravitational force or manually according to the application. So for the methodology, the first I do is title selection, and then the literature review, and then the test designing, product fabricate, and report writing. So here we can see there is three concept design. The first design use conveyor, comb, barrier, stainless steel net. The second design, which is a little bit different, that I use brush as the method for collecting the trash. And the last design is conveyor, comb and net, which is just a raw conveyor. So for the design selection method, I have choose a few function to choose the correct design for my conveyor. The first one is the functionality, the next is lifespan of the equipment, next is the durability, and then the safety of the conveyor, and then the ergonomic, fabrication cost and maintenance cost. From the table, I've seen that design 3 has more advantage than the other design, so I choose design 3 as my design for conveyor. So for the testing method, I use conveyor and angle adjuster rack to adjust the angle, and then aquarium wave maker to create a simulation of river current, and then the conveyor will be put on the surface of the water, and a few trash represented by mineral bottle will be put in the water, and the experiment will be run, and we can see how many bottle that the conveyor can collect in 50 minutes. So here is the table for each speed and angle. The first one is for the speed 4 meter per minute. Second one is 5 meter per minute, and the next one is 6 meter per minute. All of it must collect the trash within 50 minutes. It is a fixed variable. So to calculate the conveyor rate of efficiency, the amount of trash collected must be divided with 50 minutes, because I have fixed 50 minutes for the conveyor to collect the trash, and it will be times by 100%. So the result that we get will be the conveyor rate of efficiency. So next, for the crucial part, which is result and discussion. So the result for speed 1, the angle of conveyor 30, we can get 20 amount of trash collected, which represent conveyor rate of efficiency 2.2%. And the angle of conveyor 45, we get 24 amount of trash collected, which represent conveyor rate of efficiency by 2.7. And the last angle, which is 60 degree, I got 19 amount of trash collected in 50 minutes and 2.1 conveyor rate of efficiency. As we can see here, the angle 45 degree has more amount of trash collected and has more conveyor rate of efficiency. So for the next speed, which is 5 meter per minute, for angle 30 degree, I got 39, which is the highest among the result, and conveyor rate of efficiency by 4.3%. And for 45 degree, I got 31 and 3.4 for the efficiency. And 60 degree, I got 22 amount of trash collected with 2.4% conveyor rate of efficiency. Okay, for the speed 3, which is 6 meter per minute, for angle 30 degree, I got 19 amount of trash collected, and then with rate of efficiency 2.1%. And for 45 degree, I got 18 bottle collected with 2% of rate of efficiency. And for the last 60 degree, I got 12 amount of bottle collected with 1.3% of efficiency. So the 60 degree has the lowest conveyor rate of efficiency among the results. So for the discussion, the first one is the important factor is gravitational force. When the angle is higher, the gravitational force will be higher because of the center of gravity of the conveyor will be higher. So it will cause the conveyor harder to collect the trash, and it will cause the efficiency of the conveyor will be lower. Next is the conveyor load. Conveyor load also play important roles, because the more the load, the heavier the conveyor to collect the trash. So here I want to highlight about indirect collected water. So indirect collected water is when the conveyor goes up, and then the water indirectly collect because of the surface of the comb. So here angle of the comb play vital roles, because when the angle of the comb is steeper, is less gradient, so the water will be attached strongly there at the comb of the conveyor, so the conveyor is heavier to pull out and affecting the efficiency of the conveyor also. And next is angle of the conveyor comb. So as you can see, I put the conveyor comb 90 degree to the conveyor, so it will be like this. When I put the conveyor to 60 degree, the conveyor comb will be 30 degree. So if the conveyor comb is more steeper, the gradient is more, the angle is more, it will affect the surface area for the conveyor comb to attract the bottle, and the surface area will be lower. So when the surface area will be lower, the amount of trash that collected on the surface area is lower also, which cause the rate of efficiency to be lower. Okay, for conclusion and recommendation, the conclusion is, as we can see, the higher the speed of the conveyor, the lower the efficiency of the system. This is proved by the test that I've done. And next is the speed limit. The speed is limited to a range where the force of the conveyor to transport the trash were affected. So the speed cannot be low and cannot be too high. It must be in between the range for the conveyor to collect the trash out. And the next is the angle is connected to the gravitational force, where it can be seen that the higher the angle, the greater the gravitational force. As we can see by my result above, the angle 60 degree have the lowest rate of efficiency. So for my recommendation, firstly, the usage of material for the conveyor net, there is less capability to absorb water. So for next study, maybe we can use material that absorb water less, so the conveyor will not have heavier load. And second one is to investigate the angle of the comb that is suitable for collecting floating trash. So my experiment only calculate, my scope only cover about the angle of the conveyor. As I do the test, I see that the comb also, the angle of the comb also play important role in collecting the trash. And the last one is the conveyor testing for different type of floating trash, such as yam leaf. Since it exists in most of the Malaysian river, so instead of I use just water bottle, maybe for the next study, people can use such as fallen leaf, yam leaf, plastic as a test. So that's all that I can conclude from my experiment, from my bachelor degree project. So thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum.